the Bob Mills Weather Center, Oklahoma weather expert, Lacey Swope.
Lacey, it was so beautiful this weekend. Really nice for the end of July.
Oh my gosh, yes. Not record setting, but it was closer to record lows than it was for our normal highs.
Yeah,
it was
felt
cool
great
at times. Then it got hot in the afternoon, but hey, without the humidity, it still didn't feel too bad. Now we're heating things up. A lot of folks were out and about yesterday evening, and we had a lot of viewers send in video of what they were like, what is this? Is this a meteor? What the heck's going on? Well, this is video of what you were seeing in Oklahoma. It didn't look like this. This is video of the launch. This is SpaceX launch. Yes, that's Falcon 9 once again, taking Starlink satellites back up to space. Starlink satellites, of course, is satellite internet. Sometimes look like a train of satellites you can see at times. This was shooting more of them up into the atmosphere, the outer rings of our atmosphere, to orbit the Earth. This was happening at Cape Canaveral. Now, the view from Oklahoma, of course, looked a lot different. It looked like that, but if you see this, we've seen it time and time again across Oklahoma. It always has that spray look to it as the light is reflecting off of portion of the Falcon 9 rocket. I believe this was not the entire rocket. This was a portion of it that they send back down, but you could see it across Oklahoma, and folks are like, what kind of a meteor is that? The way the world is, I mean, you see something like that, it's like, what in the world? No, not a meteor. That was the rocket, and that was the rocket launch. So pretty cool for folks that got to see that, for sure. All right, let's go back to the maps now. Let me show you what we've got going on. We were clear yesterday, so across Oklahoma, a lot of folks, especially in the north and the west, were sending in those sightings. We do have moisture riding around the heat dome and thunderstorms that have been ongoing in the northern plains. Those have been pushing to the south, but they're hitting the higher pressure now, and they are weakening. It's more stable across Oklahoma, and those are fizzling. Now, I put the stream lines from the jet stream on the radar map, and you can see they're steering the storm. So taking the storms from Omaha back over to from Omaha, Nebraska, over to Kansas City, Missouri. And we may end up with a few showers in far northeast Oklahoma, but most of the state dry. We've had those storms up in Kansas. Those have since fizzled. May get a sprinkle or two in our far northwest counties. We are getting some rain out in the Panhandle. Shot there of our Mathis home cam, part of our Lucky Star Sky Cam network. Look at the top of your screen. The crepuscular rays, they're called. The sun rays look beautiful on your Monday. It's 67. It's cooler at the airport, really, than anywhere else in the metro. It's 76 in Guthrie. It's 74 in Edmond, 71 in Shawnee. There are still some 60s. Chickasha is 65. Mangum, 67. Out in Sayre, it's 65. There are some 60s in southeast Oklahoma. In the northwest, where your winds are stronger, you've got temperatures in the upper 70s and low 80s. Gusty southwest winds 10 to 20, may have some gusts to 25, and that helps ramp up the fire danger this time of year. You still have to be careful. I know everything's very green, but it doesn't take long for that surface moisture to erode away with a southwest wind and highs in the 90s, triple digits, and full sun. And that's where we'll be today. There will be a slight heat index, 100 to 103 in the metro. Could be as hot as 105, maybe 110 in northern Oklahoma. There's the heat dome, the big ridge back to the west, and there's the jet stream with these little storms riding across, but they're going up into Canada, and then they're diving off to the east. And what that does is now it's not just the desert southwest dealing with these extreme temperatures. The heat dome builds over much of Central America, all the way up Central North America, all the way up towards the northern plains, limiting rain chances to less than 20% for most days. We do have a weak cold front that tries to come in on Sunday. Doesn't look to really impact temperatures too much. You notice it does get a little cooler as extreme temperatures go away in the northern plains into the start of next week. And we are watching for the Tuesday, Wednesday time frame, August 1st, August 2nd, to possibly introduce more widespread rain chances. In the meantime, it is slim pickings in the rain department across Oklahoma down into Texas. Lows tonight down into the 70s, upper 90s, triple digits again tomorrow, 100 Ardmore, 98 Stillwater, 98 in Tulsa, but the heat index is more of a factor over here in eastern Oklahoma. Highs on Wednesday, again, very similar forecast, upper 90s, triple digits. We'll do it again on your Thursday, upper 90s Friday. Lows get a little cooler, maybe a couple degrees cooler, but hey, the heat is on. It's that time of year. August begins on Tuesday.